Hold on. Let me reposition myself. This is hard.
Guess who's back again.
Oh, boy. It's really hard to do things.
Fisher's back.
1 foot.
Tell your friends.
Okay.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Yeah, it's Ken Kniff from Connecticut, motherfuckers. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna my so you're gonna do it the other way around.
You're listening to Daddy Knows Bets with your hosts, Jay Fisher, Matt, the Ghost Lawman, and Steve, the Brain Wolf.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Daddy Knows Bets. I'm Jay Fisher here with my main man, Matt Loadman, the Ghost, and the Brain, Steve Wolf. We're back from a little bit of a hiatus. We weren't with you guys last week. Actually, I want to go ahead and tell the listeners a little secret. I was out last week, and Matt and Steve actually tried to do an episode. Guys, what the hell happened? The last I heard, you guys were doing an episode, and then the next thing I heard was Steve was rambling about some NFL matchups that didn't actually exist, and then Matt made him throw up. Is that about the gist of it?
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Oh, man, dude. I'll be honest with you. Ghost was killing that episode, and I'm over here, and I'm talking about the fucking NFL schedule that dropped, and apparently I was looking at the one from a year ago. Had a nasty migraine. I'm laying on the floor, and I'm like, oh, man, I had to call a quick timeout. I was like, dude, I'll be right back. And I just started violently throwing up. It's really no big deal. It's probably just, brain hemorrhaging or, post-concussion trauma, whatever.
Maybe you're pregnant. Do you think about that?
Maybe. But that's even frowned upon to even take care of that anymore. So, but yeah, Matt was killing that episode, and I pretty much killed the whole vibe. So I apologize to Matt and the listeners, but we're back now, crushing Miller Lights and back at it.
I have a question, Matt. Cheers. Could you actually hear the vomiting?
No, he stepped off, okay. But I had a feeling that's what was happening, and then he came back and confirmed it. I was like, all right, well, let's just go ahead and wrap this up. I was like, you know what? Try to edit it into something, but
I even told him, I was like, fuck it, throw it down, send it.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to put those in the lost tapes.
Yeah, we'll have that eventually come out to the public, but right now we'll keep it a secret.
Episodes, it would probably be more entertaining if we could actually hear Steve throwing up, though. Was it in a bucket, like a trash can, or did you actually make it to the bathroom?
No, I made it to the bathroom, yeah. Well, which, by the way, I mean, it kind of helps when you stick your head inside the porcelain and you're just thinking about all the things that have ever fucking touched that porcelain, and you're like, all right, well, this just became much easier.
Oh God, you're one of those guys that actually like grabs the side and starts like.
No, I'm not talking about grabbing the side, but it's like, you're about to throw up anyway, but just to expedite the process, it just starts running through your mind. I know everybody, gets what I'm saying here. Like, oh man, this fucking toilet's disgusting. Even if it's clean, right? Even if it's clean, it's disgusting. And on top of it, that's why Matt said what he did, because I had just got done eating a Klondike bar too. Dude. I fucking love Klondike bars. Man, I really thought that was going to ruin Klondike bars for me. Nope. Next night, right back at it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I went out and bought some immediately, even after you told me you had just thrown them up. So,
I mean, I want one now.
That's a fucking free plug for those guys, huh?
Yeah, you have a good product when you can talk about it in context of vomiting and it still sounds delicious.
Yeah, I would do a Klondike bar right now, even thinking about it coming right back up, because I do a lot of vomiting myself, Steve. So I'm right there with you, buddy. And I'm
aware.
You're aware too, and I'm pretty good at it actually. I've gotten like my whole method down, where I do the thing where I like flush it. I know when it's coming. Like I can time it out perfectly where I flush it, and then I'd wait until the water's down, and then because if I don't, forget about it. All that water's going to come up and splash me right in the face, and then I have to take a shower. and in a bath
Honestly,
with bleach.
I think Matt can attest to this. You do not have vomiting down at all. You are like the worst, most dramatic vomiter I've ever seen in my life. It starts with like 35 seconds of dry heaving, and then you're like, well, what the fuck's this guy gonna do? Is he gonna? No, yeah, he's gonna do it. Oh, yeah. I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
That's where you're wrong, because the dry heaving comes after. That's how good I am. You don't even know that I threw up at that point.
You just swallowed it again.
No, I already threw up at that point. It's done. The dry heaving is just, there's nothing left, obviously. So I'm telling you, I got it down to a science. You know who doesn't have it down to a science is the ghost over here. This guy will just throw up anywhere at any time for any reason.
I knew you were going to say something.
This is the only guy that I've seen him actually go up to a bar, order a drink, and then when the bartender turned around to make it, he threw up on the bar, grabbed a rag, and then cleaned it up before she turned around. And then he paid for his drinks and walked away.
Oh, that's legendary.
Yeah, he's got that down to a science, like the.
Yes. I've changed. I'm changing.
Sounds like it for sure. Well, I'm glad that everybody's okay. Let me just one more question about the vomit. I don't know why I just can't get over it. But, so you were in mid-sentence and you were something like, oh, and then wait. Excuse me.
I feel like we had gotten into hockey talk already, and then that's where it happened. Somewhere where we were trying to predict the hockey stuff. We made definitely didn't get to basketball.
I fought it off for a while, to be honest with you, and then I was just like, you know what? It's either my basement carpet or I got to get the fuck out of here. And it was a business decision.
Solid one too.
He said, "Sir, I need to step away for a moment."
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Please and thank you.
Get a hold of that. Man, I really wish you could hear it, because I would just be editing that right in here right now. But well, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Honestly, that's what our intro should be. We should just all come up with our vomit noises, and that should be the intro.
I don't think nobody would make it past mine.
Yeah,
none of the listeners. It really is. Matt's got his stealth down, the stealth vomit down. There's no stealth about mine. Well, I'm glad that everybody's feeling better. If anybody has to vomit, just go ahead and vomit, man. Don't even give us a warning. Just go. That's what we're here for. You know, the show is real, like, free flowing and stuff. As you could tell, we're all improvising this. We didn't write that script at all. Believe you me. Steve did not write his vomit into that script last week. I promise you.
Nope.
And that's just how real that we are here. So anyway, just want to get into a little bit of news here. Some real tragic stuff, actually. I don't know if you guys have heard about this yet, but in Uvalde, Texas today, apparently there was another mass shooting. 15 people are dead. 14 of them are students. It was at an elementary school. Apparently an 18-year-old gunman walked in and started firing on everybody. And the gunman is now dead. I don't know if he's committed suicide or was shot by police or whatever. But, man, what do we got to do? Freaking elementary school.
Yeah, I don't know. Was it an AR-15 or what kind of weapon was it? I haven't really heard much about it. I've had a lot going on.
Yeah, I think that all of the news is just coming out right now. I didn't see anything about what kind of gun it is, but I mean, what does it matter? Somebody got a hold of a gun and decided to open it up on a bunch of elementary students.
Yeah, I mean, it happens everywhere. Even so, like, it happened a few weeks ago in New York, which is one of the strictest states when it comes to gun laws. And then obviously just happened here in Texas, which is on the complete opposite end of that spectrum. Literally, you don't need any kind of like permit or anything to carry a gun in Texas. So yeah, I don't know. all I can say is that I would try to do whatever it takes to prevent people from getting like assault rifles unless they're in like the military or something like that. But I don't even know if that's going to help because people will still get them anyway.
Yeah, what can you do? There's just so many guns out there already. You can stop making them. You can ban them. They're still going to be there. People are still going to get them.
Can't you like make up your own gun on like a 3D printer?
I haven't looked into it.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, you have to buy like some part for it or parts, but you can like build the whole chamber of it on a 3D printer.
That's interesting and terrifying. And now the Republicans are coming out and they're like, well, let's not be quick to, jump to the conversation of getting rid of all guns. I mean, to me, I get it. It's the Second Amendment and everybody loves their guns and stuff. To me, it's like, I don't know. I'm a liberal, I guess, at heart. I just don't see why people need humongous guns. Hunting is one thing, self-protection, but it's a little bit crazy for someone to come out and say, well, let's not start attacking our gun laws right now. That's pretty right wing, right?
Yeah, I think we should just stick to sports.
Well, some more.
I pray for the families. I'm so sorry. That's awful, but
yeah, absolutely.
I just am tired of hearing about it like on a weekly basis.
It's crazy, but it's got to be talked about. I mean, 2 months after the 10-year anniversary of Sandy Hook, too. So, but okay, maybe I'll edit this all out. But in some more, I don't know if this is sad news or not, but news came out about Dwayne Haskins' death. And apparently he was approximately 3 times the legal limit of alcohol intoxication. Also had ketamine in his system. For those of you who haven't had any fun with it before, it's called Special K on the streets. I mean, not that I would know, but somebody I know told me that that's what they call it. So he was boozing it up, had Special K in his system, and was with some woman, apparently, that was a passenger in the car. She was sitting in the car on the side of the road this whole time. Their relationship is unknown at this point, but I mean, you still feel bad for the guy, but it's starting to make a little bit more sense, right?
Well, all those things seem pretty insignificant when you realize that that's how the 3 of us do this show.
I know. Steve, I told you we can't talk about the special.
Oh, yeah. All right, shit.
Matt?
I just got out of a K-hole right now, actually. But, they're using K these days as, like,
blue light special
therapy. Are you aware of that? I think you can get it, like, prescribed to help with, like, depression and anxiety. It's very expensive, though, but,
I think a football player would be able to afford it.
Yeah, we don't really know anything about it, though.
Gotta be safe. Gotta make good decisions. Like, I don't judge anybody, but it's not surprising to hear that like he was partying. Maybe it was just a friend of his from the strip club or something that he was giving a ride home to. I don't know. But it's got to suck for his wife and family to have to deal with this coming out into the media, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's still just horrible. So, I mean, we've done our share of partying too. I still do, I mean, guy was boozing it up and, living the good life. Yeah, I mean, any one of us, we've had moments in our lives where we were partying or doing stupid shit that we could have absolutely ended up, getting hurt or some kind of crazy accident, maybe even dead. But luckily we've made it as far as we have. And it's just a terrible tragedy that, this ended up the way that it did. But all our young listeners out there, don't do drugs.
And if you're having trouble with your mental health, seek therapy.
Yeah, I could turn you on to a couple good therapists. Let me know. I got plenty of them. I got a whole Rolodex. And then there's some more football news coming out. Kyler Murray is not going to be at